Hi everyone, welcome back to Lifestyles and Design by Ginger. It is Christmas time, one of our favorite times of years for so many years, time of the year, for so many reasons. We love playing Secret Santa, we love surprising people, and for us that's what Christmas is more about than getting the gifts and stuff. We just love people texting us, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe what somebody left on our doorstep. Be a Secret Santa. It is just so fulfilling, and to just have a little bit of magic brought to somebody is our favorite thing to do, isn't it, Jeff? We just love doing it, and I guess now that some folks are gonna find out that we're the Secret Santa because now they know we've done it. But whether you buy someone's coffee behind you, or just even the littlest token to surprise somebody, especially after everything everyone's been through. Let's put some magic and fabulous back into Christmas. And one of the things that Jeff and I love to do, and I'm just going to show this. This is our little mailbox, and the start of December. We never know when the other one's going to do it. When the little when the little flag is up, we know to look in the box, and there's a surprise. Because we don't exchange gifts, but we do these little things instead. So let's get to some inspiration. The mantle. So this year, because we redid the house in different colors, I just was like, I don't know. I think I'm going to do the black, silver, gold. We'll see. So I did the whole mantle. And then our youngest comes up and goes, oh, it's not the Santa room. So I took everything down, and we have it now more the Santa. And Jeffrey loves the Santa, and all the kids love more of the Santa anyways.
It's my fave.
But it's just not going to be as much as the Santa, so we can put in some of the other decor accents. Okay, so here's the mantle. Now, I'm a huge person on bringing some of the natural elements into your design. So I have taken cedar from our cedar trees, and I have added it all to the mantle.
Yes, we have pruned.
We have pruned big time, and we do it every year because it's a great way to prune the the tree. So this top mantle piece, and then it comes down to the shelf. And then I slowly don't add as much to these shelves, but still make it part of this whole mantle piece. So when you are actually looking back instead of up close, it looks like one piece. Sorry, we're having troubles with all the stuff around us. So it's an extension of that mantle. And I just think it's a great way to just soften the edges, and then you have your beautiful piece. So this is always our focal point, no matter what it is for this room. Now, this is where we dine, and the fireplace and everything, and Santa. I don't ever make things equal. And I know it might drive some people crazy, but this year I have just here more bellowed down, and I don't ever make one. Sometimes I have it coming down, cascading, but this year I did it this way. And I just love it. I think it turned out great. It's that woodsy, loungy Santa workshop. It's everything in one for me here. Now, also, I'm going to talk to you about adding fresh flowers. Whether it's roses or whatever your favorite flower is, or what you have locally for, because everywhere is different. We still get roses here in Canada. So I added some white roses, one there and one there, and there's going to be more added with the red. So what I got the florist to do, and you also can just buy these and then pick them up anywhere. And they've got the water picks. They've got the water in there and everything so that it stays fresh. And sometimes we let these dry out, hey Jeff?
Oh yeah.
And then just before Christmas, we buy a few more, and they go all, just have that fresh. So I'm just gonna stick this in just so you can see where, you can add them anywhere if I can stick it in, right? You can add them anywhere you want. And it just adds that beautiful romantic touch, and I just love it. So I'm going to take this out because I'm going to show you something else. Oh man. So that's staying there, folks. That's okay. So this is how I got it from the florist, because I forgot to tell them to cut it short, but they wouldn't have known how short I wanted it anyways. So then I just take the secateurs and I'm just going to be doing my own cut, and then you pop it back in. And it's nice to do a fresh cut on them as well. And then we're just going to head over to the little tree. I don't know if you can come around this way. And just to show you what this does to the tree. We have a mini little flock tree that we just love, and it goes in an urn with our taffeta satiny ribbon. It's a big sheet. And this is loaded just with white and red roses. We don't have any decorations on the tree. And so I can't wait to have that all done. It will go on Instagram, and it will be on the Ginger Merc Facebook page as well, the pictures with the finish of this. Okay, so add fresh flowers, whether it's hydrangeas or whatever you have locally. Go ahead and put them in, because it just adds so much more to your, you know, whether your vignettes, your little groupings, your mantle, your focal points. Bring some of that fresh in. Either the cedar, or I can never remember the other name of that pine, Jeff.
Mugo pine.
Mugo pines. We do a lot of that. So this vase will be, you know, a Mugo pine. See, I still get it wrong. Will go in there too for some freshness. And then that's what we have all down our front, are all the Mugo pine.
You can purchase at the fresh tree, Christmas tree lots, but that's way early right now because they're not even in.
They're not even in, but we have the trees, so that's how we just save cutting them back, and it has worked every year, and so we just continue to do so. Okay, so fresh flowers, add some greenery, and load up your focal point, your mantles. Now, I know some like to go a little less, but I love to pack it in. I absolutely love it. And everyone seems to really enjoy our mantle. You got it? And then, of course, your fresh roses and flowers. You could add eucalyptus. You could even add some of the glittered anything. You know, your sprays, everything. I just added a little bit to a beautiful wreath that was done for me last year. So yeah, enjoy it. And, you know, get to your minimal for your extension, because this should be your focal point. If you do all the shells, then you're losing this as your focal point. So have your main focal. Okay, then we're gonna come over to here. Just adding this is our bar tool tray, and just adding that one little thing of Christmas, and then down to our martini, just a couple of Christmas balls, and then I am going to show you. Can you get down to your Grinch picture? Jeff picks different painting every year to paint, and this was a couple years ago. This one, he did a great, amazing job. And we have it here just with our little gathering of the art. And then, of course, a nice, awesome tree.
Grinchy.
The Grinchy tree, which I absolutely love. Okay, so I'm just for 1 second going to get back to doing these. All you have to do is grab, cut, and place. That is it. It's too simple. I meant to show you that at first. Okay. Let's go to the lanterns. So I've been doing lanterns for quite some time, and a lot of times people give me their things, their odds and ends of Christmas, and give me a lantern. These particular lanterns here, the two black ones, are from the dollar store, and they brought them to me, and then they brought me all their odds and ends and asked me to do a lantern. So this is what I've come up with so far. Can you come in closer? So I always kind of do snow inside the lantern. Not necessarily do I have lights. And I either use Epsom salts, big coarse salt, or my client had a little bit of snow left. And so that's what I did. I put the snow in there. And then she is actually putting a lighted candle in behind, or mini lights, for her little vignette that she is doing. And then this one here was the same thing. All this was brought to me, and so I'm just trying to still figure it out. Everything's not all glued down, but this is a beautiful felt white ribbon. We're just starting that. And then this is a beautiful wood, the wood lantern with a beautiful deer, and we're just starting to figure that all out as well. And these make great gifts for people, you know, because then it's something they have every year, and they can either, you know, keep adding to it. You can add some freshness to it. The one that I'm going to show you pretty quick here is my favorite. And I'm actually just going to put on the car so you can see. Fresh red and white roses will go along here as well. This is one that I created last year, and I really have fallen in love with it. And so every year I try, not every year, this year I tried to do something a little different. Santa coming down. And then there's one on skis. He's on an awesome little toboggan. It's so cute. And then I actually have this cascading down along, just so you just don't stop always. Don't think you just have to have that little arrangement on top of the lantern just there. Bring things down a little bit, have some fun with it. And then so I asked her if I could borrow some of her snow this year, and because last year I used Epsom salts, and it works just as great. Anything that has that white flaky to it for snow. And then I have a little door in this truck. And this little truck here is my dream one day to have. I just love it, and so does my youngest Zoe. If we could have one of these trucks, we'd be like, awesome. Love it. And don't forget to keep adding some of your things that you love, still love, that the kids have made. Once Jeff is done here, we're going to show you some of these snow globes that the kids made. And we have had them for, I don't even know how many years, when we homeschooled. So that's a long time ago. So these are some of the snow globes, and we wanted to make them out of these type of jars instead of the mason. And it's carolers with some greenery and the snow inside, and they have stayed ever since. But make sure, right, it's your family home. Make sure you have a representation of all the years, the traditions for the family. So when they come home, they're like, yep, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Okay, so over here, I want to talk to you about the tree again. Now, Jeff, how many trees have I saved? Because nobody does what? Nobody, they take the, you know, the tree out of the box, or the artificial tree, and then they don't fluff the tree, and they get it all decorated, and they're like, well, that doesn't look like the box. So this is what I suggest. It takes some time, but it's so worth it to start layer by layer and actually fluffing your tree. So basically what it is 2 out, 1 up. And so start at the bottom before you put all the other ones on top. You gotta go 2 out and then bring the 1 up, and you go all the way to the middle of the pole, through the whole thing, all the way around. So basically, you're going, how can I do this? Because I fluffed some of this. So 2 out, 1 up. And then you would go all the way with that to the middle of the pole, all the way around. And that way, you can tell that it then looks all filled in. Now, I did notice for Canada, I don't think Home Depot's in the States. I wouldn't have a clue. Is it Home Depot? Yeah, it is. So they actually have separate little branches that you can go in and fill in. It's the greatest thing. Or you can take and tie all your ribbons or anything with the branches. So it's just not a twist tie or one of those, I can not remember what they're called, but you like mix that sound.
Zip tie.
Zip tie. That's what it is. And so they have the actual, it's a bag and it's branches, and I saw flocked and unflocked. And it's the greatest thing. So go to Home Depot to get those, because then you don't have to have the twist ties or anything else. And, or use one of your branches to actually get things put on the tree. You don't have to take your ribbon and then do one of these. You can leave your actual tree alone and use the extras. It's the perfect thing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed just this little bit of inspiration of Christmas. We are getting ready to show you on the next vlog, really quickly, wonton soup, pork and vegetarian. And we've got an amazing old-fashioned for you, and Parmesan drummies. So we are going to close up this little Christmas inspiration on vignettes and gatherings and focal points. And then we're going to see you in the kitchen on the next vlog. So check out the recipes there to